Hey everyone, Videogamelover here, and today we are going to review the DSi XL. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about the Nintendo DS. It was Nintendo's most successful handheld they ever made next to the Game Boy. It wasn't supposed to be that way. It was meant to be like a third pillar with the GameCube and the Game Boy Advance, but eventually the DS was flying off the charts thanks to its amazing library, and not only replacing the Game Boy Advance, it beat the PSP. Now the PSP is a very, very good handheld, but the DS's library is so incredible. It sold so many units. Now in 2009, Nintendo released the DSi, which was kind of like a beefier Nintendo DS. It added a camera, and on the top it was this finish, rather than glossy that you end up getting fingerprints. Well, in late 2009 or early 2010, I'm gonna go with early 2010, Nintendo released the DSi XL. This was made for a lot of people that wanted, screens that are extremely big. Look at that. Look how giant the screen is. But yeah, a lot of people tend to not like, little screens in a handheld. So Nintendo decided, you know what? Let's give our audience, let's give our fans a massive Nintendo DS. So they went on with the Nintendo DSi XL. As you can see, the screens are very massive. Of course, you got your buttons, your Y, B, A, X, start and select, and the power button. There goes the volume, and the stylus, and the SD card. So yeah, which is really, really nice. So, you can take videos, and you can also turn it on, as I'm going to show you, to show you how big the screen are. Now there is one unfortunate downside. This was something that kind of plagued the Nintendo DSi, was they got rid of the Game Boy Advance port. In the DS and the DSi, you could have played Game Boy Advance games on here, but on the DSi, not anymore. So 2009 was, the finale of the Game Boy lineup. As you can see, I actually have the camera here. Hey, look, I'm making a video while I'm making a video. Videoception. But yeah, as far as like how comfortable it is, it's really, really comfortable to hold, and that's because of the finish I mentioned. It has a really nice finish to it, so your hands are not slipping away. It's very, very comfortable to hold. Now I'm going to do a comparison. This is the Nintendo, this is the Nintendo 3DS XL. And now I know the screen's a little dirty. I gotta clean that. I haven't, played my 3DS in a long time. But yeah, so I'm gonna turn this on. And just a little comparison. They're about the same size as, DS and 3DS, which is awesome. So yeah, so they're very similar to each other, and as the XL lineup is very, very popular with Nintendo fans, because a lot of people really love the new, the big screen. So I'm just gonna play Mario Kart for a second for you guys. One of my favorite DS games of all time, next to Contra 4 and New Super Mario Bros. DS. So we'll just do versus for a sec. Where the hell is that climb? There we go. So yeah, 100. I'm just gonna pick a level. Let's pick the worst level in the game. So yeah, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like on the DSi XL. So this version of the DS went on to do very, very well. It sold very well. Some people were kind of a little mixed with it at first. A lot of people were like, well, what the hell? We just had a DSi, now you're giving us this. But this is for people that want, you know, a big screen. And this is amazing. I mean, it is just gorgeous. The screen is very, very gorgeous. So yeah. By the way, here's the size difference between the PSP Go and the DSi XL. Yeah, very massive. But now on to, do I recommend it? Well, if you can find it on a good price, yeah, but there is one problem. Is this bad boy right here. The 3DS XL. And the reason why it's a little tricky for me to recommend it is the 3DS XL not only plays 3DS games, it also plays DS games. So that's kind of why it's a little tricky. Now, if you want to go old school and want a normal DS XL, then by all means, I recommend it. But the only disappointment is you're not going to be able to play your Game Boy Advance games on it. While as the 3DS XL, you can play DS games, 3DS games, and the virtual eShop. So that's kind of the little bummer side. But if you find a DSi XL cheap, I would recommend it. It's a really nice handheld for you to have. But just to know that there are little drawbacks. But nonetheless, I do recommend it, but I'd say you're better off with the 3DS XL. But for what it was for 2010, it truly was a really big upgrade from the Nintendo DS Lite if you want, you know, a gorgeous screen. So that's it for my review. I recommend it if you find it in a good price. If not, go with the 3DS XL or the 3DS if you want to play 3DS games and DS games. So that's the end of this review. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later.